All right, so last time you had just managed to save the Magos, the Fabricator-General, from being assassinated. That hospital fight took about it did take the entire session last time, but you know what? You did a good. You managed to save him, and we're only mildly almost killed.
I
So,
was only mildly almost killed.
yeah, Tigo, what were you at?
Like 1 HP?
Yep.
All right. Yes.
But I was healed.
Yeah. No, that's right. No, they did. Yeah, they actually did. I think I did roll pretty well on the heal, if I recall correctly. So I think it did bring you, if not up to full, at least very close.
Yeah. I think it was full because of all the medical supplies.
Hey, here's a question about this system. What has no traditional leveling? Does one get more hit points at any point?
Every
Yeah.
level you get 1.
You can go and purchase. I don't remember the name of the trait, but basically what it does is it gives you an additional wound, and you can purchase it as many times as you want. And I think it relies off of like toughness and something else, maybe even general. So as long as you have like toughness, then you can get it like pretty cheap. And I think it's only a level. It's like a tier 1. It's like a tier 1 talent. So you can just keep like purchasing it. What's it called? I think it's like Die Hard. No.
Okay.
What was it called?
Of course the movie would be your wounds.
Question answered.
Sound Constitution. Yes, it's toughness in general. It's a tier 1 talent. So everybody starts with general. So like the most expensive it will ever be is 300 experience.
Yeah, I've toughness in general.
Oh, good. Then you can get it for like 200, so you can really like get yourself
Yeah.
a meat boy.
Do I have toughness? I thought I did.
Possibly. But
Yeah, I do have T. T is for toughness.
That's good enough for you.
let's see here. So actually, yeah, we'll just go back for the whole thing for the start. But yeah, you were sent just to go kill the Admech Doric Jorm, and you get to the planet, the Forge World he's on. There's like that big explosion that brings down the one of the fabrication towers, and then you hear that the Fabricator-General, he wasn't killed, but he was badly wounded, and his the second in command of the Forge World was killed. So you rush to the hospital and you manage to save him from heretic troopers, like heretic commandos. So you were his personal bodyguard told you that he is like the Fabricator-General is like still in a coma and will possibly survive, but you're really kind of on your own. But he can try and pull a few strings to get you to like locations if you need any assistance. So, what would you like to do?
So who is now in charge since Fabricator-General is in a coma?
You have been told that there is going to be a basically like a meeting of all the Magos of the planet who are going to, in essence, vote on who will be the new. Actually, has a Fabricator Locum, who is the second in command, and if the Fabricator-General dies, then the Locum will then become the Fabricator-General. So they're gonna have a meeting in like 4 or 5 days. It's gonna be like 4 days from now to decide who's going to succeed. Secede. No.
Gardeepfel predicts that the conspiracy of filthy heretics that tried to assassinate this guy will probably try to get their guy put in. They were probably trying to have him killed so that they could just get their guy elected here. So we might need to investigate,
So we should assume
other,
that whoever is elected is his suspect.
well,
I think
Or
we have
whoever appears as the front runner is suspect.
we need to monitor this election, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. The Magos
Post
of the.
up at polling places
Oh, this isn't a democracy. No, they're gonna vote among themselves.
in a darkened room. Yeah.
It's basically how they elect the Pope.
and
But
their molestability.
you it would only be eligible to the Magos of the planet, and you could find out the Magos without too much trouble.
Isn't the guy we're after Magos?
Yes.
Yep.
Ooh, wow. So maybe we just need to find and murder him before he tries and get himself installed as head honcho here.
Yep. I mean, that's your goal, is to kill him.
We like murder. We're murder hobos.
You kill many, many people and things.
Maybe in the midst of the murdering, we can interrogate the shit out of him and be like, what other Magoses are in cahoots with you? Filthy heretic, I punch you.
And then thwack him with your balls.
Whack!
Thwack.
What do
He's
you guys think about that?
mostly made of metal, so, but you could try a thwacking.
Okay. Did we ever get any leads on tracking this guy down, or did we rushed right to the
Yeah.
emergency here, didn't we?
Yeah. The moment you arrived, it was basically like within an hour or so of your arrival, the tower was the tower exploded.
It was one of our initial experiences there, was the tower exploding.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. First thing right off the.
So I guess we need to do some groundwork to track this guy down.
Yeah.
Get out and search for clues, or maybe let's look into some equipment to kill a Magos.
Well, you're
We
at
can use our influence to try to locate some informants in the city.
if you wanted to like look for somebody in the city, you could do a few things. So you can just do your standard like inquiry, or you could attempt to use like your influence, going through the Fabricator-General's like main bodyguard to possibly get some contacts. So you'd be able to use your influence for that, yeah. And yeah, you can search for equipment. This is a Forge world. They make tons of weapons as well as other equipment. So you could try and use your influence to get whatever you really wanted to look for.
We might be able to kind of all do something separate at the same time. Just because we're probably on something of a clock.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to go try to seek out some informants who might have some information to be willing to share.
Okay.
Interviewing the Fabricator-General's personal guard seems like a good idea. Gar could probably do that, or soldier guy could do that.
Yep. The travel ward of the hospital has been locked down, but you do have like the communication feed for getting into contact with the main bodyguard. So you'd be able to just like microbead to him. You would. It's a forge world. It has tons of relays, so you'd be able to bounce a signal pretty far. So you wouldn't be limited to the 1 kilometer radius you're used to.
That would be good. But yeah, my thought was I want to try to get equipment ready because I don't want us to show up with nothing really suitable for killing a forge fucking Magos.
All right. I'll interview the head guard.
Yep.
Okay.
If you will pick me up a bunch of flavor ammo down at the market.
I think we can do that. All right, let's get a shopping list together, guys.
Well, you are ready to go down to the Forge World's farmer market.
Do farmers here have power swords?
I think probably they do.
Yeah, they basically make everything from like las guns up to like not like a warlord titan, but definitely like titans. Definitely like the skyscraper tall mecha of Warhammer 40K.
I do have a question. If I did get a power sword and I dual wielded it with a my chainsword, how would that work?
I believe with 2-weapon fighting you make like 2 attacks.
Per?
Yeah, so you basically roll the damage. Well, for the chainsword, it'd be roll 2 damage dice and then take the higher. And then yeah, with the power sword, you would also make a damage roll on that one.
Just 1 or 2?
I don't believe it has tearing, so it would just be 1.
Okay. Cool beans. One power sword, please.
Okay, so hang on. Let me actually start writing these down. Oh God.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's got no tearing.
Okay.
You had something else though. I don't remember what.
Sorry. Flamer.
Ammo.
Flamer fuel, power sword. I'm probably gonna look for hotshot stuff and maybe an alternate weapon. Though I would need proficiency with it. Drat.
I should warn you, I can hear a train in the background, or like in the distance.
You hear a train?
Yeah, this Forge World has a lot of trains. You'll hear trains every once in a while.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant on my end because I actually do have a train near enough that it's been picked up by the mic before.
I haven't heard it, no. I can hear my train, because I live by the train tracks. That's why I don't pay as much for my condo.
I see.
All
Is there
right.
anything else? Mike doesn't seem to be there. I wanted to see what... Well, maybe I can keep an eye on things that might be good for Papa de Metropolis.
Anti-demon summoning foci.
Something like that.
I don't... Thinking about it, yeah. I mean, there is stuff for psychers that would, like, help them, but... what could they get? Well, I would just look through, like, a list of, like, stuff that you would want to get. Like, equipment or weapons that you would think you would be useful.
Yeah, let me start going through an inventory of stuff that's available. And, I gotta find where I put my Dark Heresy books. Where are you? I love you.
You can also take a look through the quick reference guide.
There we go. Oh, does that have a like an item listing?
Boop. There you go. Equipment,
There we
weapons,
go. Okay.
and armor.
Cool. And I suppose I should look at my proficiencies. I think it's just basic and las. Come on.
What kind of bonus do bionic, like cybernetic stuff?
If they're good quality, they give you small bonuses. If they're normal, they're normal. If they're crappy, they have penalties.
Yep. Yeah. You're probably gonna get like normal stuff, and
Yeah.
it. Oh yep. Forge will definitely have like tons of cybernetics.
I mean, if you want to go for cybernetics, what I would do is look for a reward from the Archmagos after we save his fucking forge.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Because
tell them.
otherwise, they'll just kind of give us the bargain bin shit versus the stuff they save for the real priests.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like I was looking up, but I don't see like what kind of bonuses they have on there.
Yeah, I checked the
Like
book.
yeah, like the legs have run, I think, but arms is what I was looking for.
Cybernetics. Here, bionic arm. Yeah, good craftsmanship, bionic arms, improve natural design, and provide a 10...
Wow, I heard that one.
Yeah.
It doesn't want me to know what it does.
Plus 10 bonus on agility tests requiring delicate manipulation. If you're picking locks, you get a plus 10. I hate this train. 1 second, I'm just going to mute myself so I don't hear the... Alright, I'm hoping that's it for the, I'm hoping that's it for the stupid, like, train horn.
For the day?
It's been around, like, and it doesn't normally come by, which is why I don't mind it so much. When it does, it's a pain in the butt, because, like, the tracks are really close. Anyway.
It's been a long time since I've heard trains.
Here we are. Okay, good craftsmanship bionic arms improve on natural design and provide a plus 10 bonus on agility tests requiring delicate manipulation. So basically, anything that would require, like, yeah, like your security for, like, picking locks or something like that. Best craftsmanship bionic arms provide a plus 10 bonus on agility tests requiring delicate manipulation and add a plus 10 bonus to strength tests using the arm. Oh, okay. So basically, yeah, that would actually add like an extra amount of damage because your strength test would basically be counting as an extra.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because if I had,
Or is maybe? That's worded a little weird. I'm gonna look into that one because that's a little. They don't. I don't know. It's a little strange, and I know there's a RATA and FAQ for this, But
Oh, rad of you.
they can also be used to store small items, such as a pistol ammo clip, inside concealed interior compartments within the arm.
Are you talking about like vaginas?
Yes.
Sorry, Ariana, no.
I have this really special Arethusa Farms eggnog.
Is it
I'm gonna
good?
serve it right now. I
Can
also
I-
made myself 2 chia seed waffles with a banana and raspberries.
Mike, I'm gonna get some of this like eggnog tomorrow, so just remind me tomorrow to get it.
I don't know how to open this fucking bottle. There we
You
go.
twist.
This is-
Hooray!
Hopefully
No,
they have.
it's not a twist. It's like a pop top. It's
Hopefully
like
they
an
have,
old style glass bottle.
I was gonna say, hopefully they have alcohol in Southington, and you all get drunk and you just stay there.
Oh God.
They're not gonna do it. Not at 12. Anyway, all right. So let's go. Let's start doing some shopping.
Yeah.
Somebody else wants. To, well, no. 'cause I guess
Shopperoo.
I'm just going through the mods and shit that I can do.
Come up.
All right. Flamer. So I believe what it is when purchasing ammo, I think it counts as one level higher for the ability to get it.
In our favor or against our favor?
In your favor. It's easier to get ammo than it is to get the actual weapon itself.
Okay. And if I'm making the shopping trip, do I make all the rolls, or should we have each person make their rolls?
Everybody can make their own roll, but one person can just do all the shopping.
Come here. Where, Daddy? Come here, Poopy.
What are
So-
we rolling? Like
Your influence.
influence, like how good it is, or
Yep. You're basically rolling your influence versus the bonuses and negatives that the item would have. So, for example, if you wanted like a bolt gun, it's very rare at a -30, so you're rolling your influence at a -30. Actually, I'm giving a +10 because you're on a Forge World, and it's basically like Weapon City.
And we also, when we talked to the guy, he said he was going to help us with getting some materials. And I think you said that was going to be an influence roll boost.
Yeah, well, he was going to help you get like contacts with people,
Oh,
not
okay.
necessarily like weapons.
Yeah, we want to utilize him to meet some informants who might have information for us.
I'm just looking through mods to see if there's anything.
Yeah,
Okay, special
wacky
ammo.
items.
Probably hot shot charge packs. And I forget, did we get a tally of the number of grenades we got from the dead? Like if there were more haywire grenades to steal?
You only got 2.
Okay.
The rest had been used on the Skitari bodyguards.
Okay. All right. So the first thing is the flamer fuel.
All right. So Flamer is a scarce, so you're going to just be rolling at a flat, actually +10.
Okay. So I will try that at +10. I did not.
You just can't find any Flamer fuel.
Okay. And we can each try, did you say, or?
I would say like maybe Gar could try it.
Okay. Because yeah, we do want the Bernie burn because that is good for us.
It is, yes.
God Emperor demands flamer
Roll
fuel.
some influence.
Yeah, you just roll your influence at a +10. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Okay, so you just get a straight, yeah, you get a, actually, I think that's one for the, you got 1 success, and then 1 additional degree of success, the difference between the target and the actual roll. And so I believe that will yield 3. Yes. Successful requisition test for standard ammunition yields 2 clips plus 1 extra clip per degree of success beyond the first. So you are getting 3 tanks, basically, of, like, flamer fuel.
Okay.
I'm curious. How much would he get if you rolled a 1? Jesus, that's a lot of tanks.
You'd get a lot of flamer fuel, yeah.
He'd be setting things on fire for the rest of his life.
But,
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
try to get Gar his, not Gar, Tigo his power sword.
see, you do it too.
I do. Okay. So
Alright.
power sword I think is 1 rarer.
Yeah, so a power sword is very rare, -30, but you're on a Forge World, so it's going to be actually at a -20.
Oof, that is
God,
still
wow.
slim pickings.
Oh, sorry, yeah. It's pretty unlikely. I mean, power swords themselves are like very rarely given out to anybody.
So can I try too?
You can try because it would be for you. It would be yours basically if you got it.
Twins.
You did better.
Can I
Psych.
Well,
You
I
can
wonder.
roll-
Can you mod chain weapons?
There are like weapon mods, and they could go on chain weapons. But they're nothing like. There's a few things. So there's like the custom grip, would go on like a chain sword. That's good for any weapon.
My other question is, can I get a second chainsword?
Yeah, you could roll for like a chain
Yeah,
sword.
I can look for a chainsword for you. I'm looking at the chain options. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
There's chain axes, chain blades. That's probably like a bayonet.
It's like a
chainsword.
it's like a knife basically, like a chain knife.
And the very rare, so this wouldn't do you any favors, Eviscerator, which is a two-handed 2d10 penetration 9, razor sharp tearing, two-handed unwieldy. It's just like a fucking halberd except a chain weapon. It's specifically a can opener.
I would be a fucking berserker.
I think it is given to Sisters of Battle who have dishonored themselves and are meant to like.
Oh, it's the flagellant weapon.
It's
You
what
get
they
something
give
that awesome for being dishonored? What the fuck?
Because they take off all their armor and run into battle
with this thing.
naked and praying at the front of the vanguard to soak up enemy fire.
Not technically naked. They wear like prayer stuff.
Yeah, they wear cloth.
Actually, I think it's like.
So a regular chainsword is average, so that's a +0. So we'd be rolling at a bonus to get you another chainsword.
Plus 10.
Plus 10, yeah.
Let's try this.
Aww.
And I will try as well. Yib it.
Hooray!
Hey!
All right.
I never say I didn't do nothing for you.
Right?
So yeah, you're able to find a weapons dealer who actually does have a chain sword, and using combination of just money and favor. Well, maybe not favors on this planet because you just arrived, but like just money and just like general reputation. As a member of the Imperial Guard, you are able to get a chainsword.
Oh,
Nice. All right, so my turn. I am going to try to get a hotshot lasgun. Those are rare, -20, so I'd be rolling at a -10.
I believe so. Is that a basic weapon?
It is a las weapon. Yes, but yeah, basic.
Yeah. Hot shot las gun. Okay. Yeah, it's -20, so I had a +10.
Okay. Or
Aw.
you mean -10, right?
Or yes, I'm sorry, -10.
I'll fate that just once because nobody else can roll for me.
Okay.
Aw.
Oh well. Yeah, those things are cool. Although one thing
okay.
to remember about them is they actually have like a backpack. I believe they just come with like an ammo backpack that you strap on.
Those ones I don't think do, but there is an ammo pack option.
There is an ammo pack, but I think when I remember reading it, it was the hot shot did come with the like. That's why it has like the 2 full reload. I'll look it up, but yeah, that's just something.
Yeah. Well, I can't find it anyway. I could maybe try for a hotshot las pistol, but I was expecting to maybe go for either a grenade launcher mod or hotshot charge packs.
I mean, you could go for like the hot shot charge pack or the grade monster. You can roll them both actually.
Okay, I'll try the hotshot charge packs. Those are. Hang on, gotta find it again.
Scarce.
So,
So
yeah,
it'd
that's
be
rolling at a 0.
Yep.
Yay!
All right, cool. So, yep, you get 3 clips of the hot shot charge pack,
Nice. Let me write that down. Hotshot.
which is
Charge
great
pack.
because the clip size is 1.
Yep. +1 damage, tearing, pen 4.
And loses reliable.
Loses reliable, and clip 1. Cool.
Inferno pistol, near unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, Inferno pistols are fucking nuts.
There's some fancy stuff in this game. I'm just scrolling through item lists here now.
Yeah. The Inferno pistol is basically like.
Hallucinogen grenade.
Yeah, that's fun. Do you remember when, like, in the Halloween special, when like the Change Her Ways made Watchmaker think he was like small?
Yes.
That's basically like what the hallucinogen grenade does. Like the hallucinogen power does the same thing.
Rolls of bullshit. It's just this game loves rolling tables on you.
It is really funny that way.
It is, yes.
So if
Okay.
Ariana wanted that, she could make people like hallucinate constantly.
Yeah, I could try to find some shit for you, Mike.
But I don't.
'Cause, we got more flamer fuel for Gar. Tigo got his second chainsword. I got hotshot packs, and I can try for a grenade launcher auxiliary.
Yep.
Hallucinogen grenades are only scarce.
Yeah, you could roll for a ton of them.
I don't know what Ariana would want.
Just stick her in a bunch of power armor so she doesn't have to like get shot by anything.
I was gonna say we could look for some armor or something like the hallucinogen grenades are fun, but we're going up against a guy who probably has a built-in rebreather, so he might be immune. Let me look at armor and see what I could.
Yep.
You could go for like carapace or flak.
You already have flak, I believe.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Carapace is pretty good. I just gotta warn everybody. So when you look at like the max AG, that's
your max agility bonus.
That's where it locks you down. It's not as bad as you would think. So like let's say we look at like Tigo, who has a sorry, I'm just gonna look into here real quick. Your agility is 41. So if you got like chainmail suit, it would put your agility at 35. So if you were to roll your dodge, you would basically be rolling a 35 only.
Yeah.
But if you were rolling your like stealth, you'd be rolling 35 plus 10. So all the bonuses would add on after the fact. So you'd be rolling at like a 45 instead. Or you could go Feudal World, which has a special thing where all like the max agility is completely ignored. So you can just load up on the heaviest armor and like stealth like nobody's business.
You don't see me, the elephant behind the tree.
But there is stuff. There's like you can just go like a carapace chest plate, which would put your max agility at 55, which most of you don't even have. So then like gauntlets, greaves, helm is no max AG. Enforcer light carapace maxes you at 45. Still not bad because most of you don't have that.
What's the armor bonus for the Enforcer carapace there? And what's the rarity as well?
Rarity negative 20 and armor points 5.
And that's all zones.
Yep. It's basically 2 more than your flak. It's basically what like the stormtroopers wear.
Yeah, let's try to get some of that.
Or
It's negative 20.
Yeah, it's rare.
Yeah, so we'd be rolling at a minus 10 versus.
Yep.
What's the normal carapace? Just 1, 4?
You could
Regular
go,
carapace is same rarity.
Yeah, so you could go with like there's the like enforcer light carapace and just regular carapace.
Okay, so let's go for the light, obviously.
Well, it's kind of funny because like you have more max agility with the regular carapace, although the problem is you have to roll each piece individually.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll try for Enforcer Light Carapace. It's a long shot, but
Okay.
so at a minus 10. Do you want to try rolling once, Mike?
I can try rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
you
this,
can
an
both-
influence roll?
It'll be your
Yeah,
influence at a
minus
negative
10.
10.
Big money.
I mean, I have a fairly high influence here at 41.
Oh. What's your influence, Matt?
36.
Ooh,
Maybe.
Oh.
I think.
I'm gonna fate that.
Okay.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Wow, 41 is pretty damn good. Fucking influencer over here.
Oh,
Oh, baby.
Ariana, you're able to find somebody who is selling light carapace armor. It is meant to go to basically like special forces, but he has a spare one, and you have the cash, and you have like favors you can call in from off world. So he is able to procure you the light carapace armor for you.
nice. Okay, not a wasted fate point. Awesome.
Ariana
Well done.
is Special Forces.
Kinda.
Ariana is special.
So he presents to you a perfectly tailored bit of Enforcer Light Carapace armor completely black with no identifying marks on it. Those would have been added
So now you
after.
can bling it the fuck out however you want.
Might I recommend rhinestones?
Yes.
All right. But yeah.
Listen to the sounds of my keys pounding.
Takata. So that's good.
There we go.
Oh my god, I have so many meetings tomorrow. Holy shit.
Okay. So yeah, there's the stats for it. Enforcer Light Carapace. Type Carapace covers all body parts with 5 AP, and your max agility is 45. But I think you're not.
I'm at
Not
30
worried about that.
something. Yeah, I'm like 36 or.
Your agility is 31.
Yeah. I'm
You are
far-
nowhere close to that, so you never have to worry about that.
Far
I
away.
would have probably had to worry about that if I wanted
What is that? What are you putting on my foot?
Is your-
Ian, can I also try rolling for that grenade launcher?
Yes.
I will do that, and that'll be at a -10. Aww.
You should just have Ariana roll for you. Or just make Ariana go shopping for you.
Can I roll for him?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
I got you when you were walking out of the armor fitting.
What was the modifier?
What was it, Matt?
-10 from base.
Yep.
So,
Sorry. No, you're just not able to find it.
That is okay. Well, I got the hotshot packs, so if nothing else, I have that as a fallback option.
Yes, you do. So after a bit of shopping, some successful, some not so successful, you are a little more kitted out and ready for combat. So altogether, that probably was like 6 hours of shopping,
Makes sense.
just wheeling and dealing, and trying to find like places that might have what you want. So yeah, you. What would you like to do now?
Probably go after some information with those contacts. I would
Okay.
think.
So yeah, just roll. It would be at a +10 for using influence rolls to try and find contacts.
Okay. Ariana, I nominate you with your superior score.
rolled a 91.
Yeah,
so-
everybody can roll their influence.
that.
Okay.
One of us is bound to. What is it at a plus something?
Plus
Plus
10
10.
from base.
Plus 10, yeah.
I'll fate if I have to.
My God.
I'm gonna save a fate on this one.
Wait, we're waiting on Gar.
Save a
Gar
little
will
for
say this.
you, forever and ever.
You want me to roll one too?
You
Fate plus 10.
I'll do one.
Or influence plus 10.
Oh yeah, influence plus 10. Oops. I'm just getting ready to fate. That's all.
Nobody.
No, you're just not able to like make contact with any of like people who might have information.
Okay. I'll. Well, I guess if we didn't, we didn't.
You could also do like inquiry to go just kind of souse out any like info you might be able to find.
Yeah.
Is that at a plus, or can we all do that?
Yeah, everybody could do that if you'd like. It would just be at a flat.
Mine is at a penalty, so I'll roll it, but I doubt I'll get it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at a penalty. So.
Watch.
Fourth.
What?
Wow, only
Roxanne,
like
Roxanne is inquiring too.
I think Gar Deepfell's the only one who's actually trained in inquiry.
I think so, yeah.
He's the only one who knows how to go out and like actually talk to people.
I'll make some inquiries.
All right.
Make some inquiries on our behalf, please.
Put my ear to the ground.
Slam your club.
Was this modified?
No, this would just be flat.
Damn.
Ouch.
Somebody should blow a fate point. Maybe
Yes.
Gar.
Gar,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
blow your load.
We need a damn clue here.
Yeah, we need a
I
raging
got
clue.
clue over this way.
We need a raging, huge, ginormous clue.
Like, oh my god.
Inquiry.
You
Make
can do it, Jeremy.
inquiries.
Take it again.
Come on, guy.
All right. So.
Roll your fate point save thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Thank you for reminding me about that.
No problem.
Well, first of all, Okay, now that's those things. Okay. I was supposed to choose a group for that one, didn't I? I think I chose Adeptus Ministorum. Yes. What was this again? D10.
Oh, did you have
Nope. I don't get it back.
Yeah. And did you have like contacts within the Ministorum?
So I don't specifically necessarily have contacts, but I took this good reputation thingy.
Oh, you could go and talk to them then. There is a minor like there would be shrines to the God Emperor on the Forge World, but they wouldn't be as prominent as like the tech priests. And officially, like the God Emperor and the Machine God are supposed to be the same person.
But the tech priests pretty much know better.
No, they basically pay lip service to him. And you will find them saying like Emperor protects or like flipping between the two. But yeah, for the most part, they kind of treat them as separate entities or like separate facets of the same entity.
So the Ministorum priests here are going to be kind of hard pressed to maintain their flocks.
Yeah, I mean, they would still have like you'd have people coming in from off-world who wouldn't be tech priests and wouldn't be part of the machine
Probably
cult.
a lot in like the shuttle area, like the starport zones.
Yeah, they would definitely like be there.
There's kind of a rivalry here. I mean, kind of an unofficial, subtextual rivalry, but one nonetheless.
Yeah, the machine cult would definitely not enjoy having their authority challenged, especially on a Forge world. So while they wouldn't actively antagonize members of the Imperial cult, they would also not help them or provide them any real like support.
So it's questionable what the priests are going to really know about what the other priests are up to. But we can see if they've heard anything.
You could definitely go and talk to them if you'd like.
I'd like to.
Okay.
I'd like to go talk to them. I'll head back towards near the spaceport.
Okay.
And I'll find a little shrine for travelers.
All right.
Of some kind.
Yeah, you would find it wouldn't be just necessarily even a shrine. It'd be like it'd be an okay sized building. I mean, they build pretty big on like Forge Worlds, but it would have like a shrine dedicated to the God Emperor within. It would just be a building set aside near the spaceport that would have been assigned to the Ministorum to let them basically pray and like talk to travelers and the like. And you would find a bunch of like members of like the Imperial cult just around, tending to the shrine, doing prayers, and hearing confessions and the like.
All right, so I'm going to head in there. I'm going to be prominently displaying any, identifying holy symbols I might possess.
Yeah, you still have like the Sanctified Sword and the Witch Hunter's Hammer. Did you ever? I don't think you ever returned that, did you?
I gave them the hammer back, but I kept the sword.
Okay, so the sword would have like icons, like holy icons on them. So if you had that brandish,
As a priest, though, don't I have some kind of?
oh yeah, you'd also be decked out in like I don't know if the Imperial. I think the Imperial Aquila is. I mean, it is a theocracy, so nothing's secular necessarily, but it'd probably be like a very secular icon. But you'd also have like tons of just like holy holy iconography on like your robes and the like.
So I'm gonna roll in there, and I'm gonna go up to a, somebody who's cleaning a pew or something.
Okay. Yeah, you just find like one of the. You just find one of like the priests, one of the younger like in training priests, just tending to the pews, cleaning up.
I'm gonna startle him. I'm gonna walk up behind him, using my warhammer as a walking staff, and kind of thud it on the ground. Thunk!
Gandalf the Yoked.
Yeah, he's not paying attention. Just and with the thud, just like yes, hello, brother. Yes, how can I help you?
Who's in charge?
We have a priest of the shrine here. Would you like to speak to him? His name is Lubin.
Please.
Ah, please, come with me. Are you a visitor to this planet? I've never seen you before.
I am. I travel the galaxy, spreading the word of the God Emperor,
Ah,
striking down those who dare defy him.
a noble calling. I wish I could follow you, smiting down the heretics. But,
Bet you do.
alright. He takes you to the, like a back area, and Lubin's there. It's like, ah, brother, how are you? Do you wish to pray with me?
Hierophant Lubin, I do wish to pray with you.
Ah,
To
come.
discuss with you matters most grave.
Oh dear.
Ooh, ow.
What do you wish to discuss, brother?
First, let us pray.
Yes. So he'll take you to the shrine, and light some candles, and give a prayer to the God Emperor. Just like it's like a very quick prayer. It takes only a few minutes, but then he stop.
Formalities dispensed with.
Yeah, brother. Praying to the God Emperor always brings my spirit at ease. How can I help you?
Well, shortly after arriving here on your blessed Forge world, evidence of a heretical conspiracy came to my ears.
My goodness, what?
This evidence came in the form of an exploding tower that took out like half your town, guy.
Ah, the industrial accident on Tower 9?
This was no industrial accident.
My goodness, God Emperor, preserve us. What?
Vile heretics seek to usurp the power here on your planet, turn it to their own ends.
How can I be of assistance, brother?
I need about tree fitty.
I'm not the Loch Ness monster.
Oh, perhaps we should call in. We could contact the local authorities, the Skutari, and they could assist.
They may be compromised,
Oh,
and we have contacted them,
I
but we
see.
have not yet gotten the information we need. So what we need to know is, what's this guy's name again?
Lubin.
This is Lubin, the Magos that we're here to kill.
No, you are here to kill Doric Jorm.
So I'm going to tell him that we have evidence that one of the Magos is indeed involved with heretics, and these events seem to add further credence to that. I'll tell him the guy's name and say we need any information you have on this guy. Where might he be? Where does he? Where is his dwelling? Where does he do business? Who works for him?
Okay.
What other Magos deal with him or trade with him or factionally affiliated with him? Really, anything you got here would help us out quite a bit.
Oh, well, I don't know too much. I have heard the name, Doric Dorm. Last I heard, though, he was a man of good reputation. But
Well, reputations are easily crafted.
yes, I suppose that's true. Well, you should beware, though. Magos on this planet are practically untouchable. And I unfortunately don't know too much of his goings. From my understanding, he goes where he pleases and has projects all throughout the planet.
Does he have any headquarters?
His office has been vacant. It's been taken up by another Magos. It seems he has been more preoccupied with less the politics of this world and more with his own experimentation. But he would definitely be in the city if he will have to engage in the meeting to replace the Fabricator-General and the Fabricator Locum.
Indeed. A fateful meeting it shall be.
Yes.
Um,
And that meeting will be at the Fabricator-General's headquarters. You can't miss it.
This guy had an office in town, but he hasn't been using it.
Yes, that's right. He has vacated the office, and it has been taken up by another Magos, who will be also voting.
And who is this other Magos that took up the office? Perhaps he.
I believe that's Magos Hotwig.
For a second, I thought you said hot wings.
Magos hot.
Magos Hot Wings. Hotwig is a.
Magos Wig.
It would be. He would have a lot on his plate as we speak. He would be getting ready for the vote of the new Fabricator Locum, but I could put you in contact with a tech priest who might be able to assist you. He is in service to that specific office. He would have known both Dorm and he would know Hartwig.
How does he feel about heresy?
I would assume poorly.
I don't know how I feel about assumptions here.
Like on a scale from 1 to 10.
Anyone in this world will profess hatred and fear of heresy. I can't imagine anyone would come out and just admit to accepting any form of heresy.
Lubin, there is that which a man professes and that which he holds in his heart.
Yes.
You have gazed into the eyes of this tech priest. Did you see heresy in his eyes?
His
Speak
eyes.
true, Lubin.
His eyes are fake. They are bionics. I couldn't tell.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Shit.
All right. If you could be so kind, Lubin, as to give me the name of this tech priest.
Yes. You'll be speaking to Tech Priest Dankrad.
He's dank and rad.
Dank rad.
Dankrad.
Hell yeah.
He goes by Dankrad.
It's a ghetto Tancred.
It's pronounced Frankenstein. Okay. I'm going to thank Lubin for his time, say some sort of blessing, and leave a generous donation in the donation bucket.
All right. As you're leaving, he, especially with the generous donation, it's like, the investigation of Tower 9 is also underway. Perhaps there's some evidence there.
Perhaps. Who is leading this investigation?
It'd be one of the Locos Katari. You'd have to go and talk to him.
Okay.
You're gross. You're gross. You're a gross girl. You're a gross girl. You're a gross girl. You're a gross girl.
Michael, are you making out with your dog? She's a very cute dog, mind you, but can we see her a little bit? Just a little bit of pup?
Do you see her? See?
I
Right,
see
Yeah, I
her.
can see her. She wants a character, Ian.
She'll be playing the role of Jorm. We'll have to kill Roxanne.
Aww.
Roxanne,
Well,
are
this
you
what's
gonna-
this? This quest
is
is
he
a
gonna kill
failure.
you? Are you gonna kill you?
Well, the character you play.
No. Uh-uh.
Natari sounds like a Centauri word.
Yeah, it does.
It would have been funny if you gave Mike's character a pet like dog, and it was Roxanne.
Just smother Roxanne with love.
You could go out and get a pet.
Get like a bionically augmented Yorkie.
Actually, they do happen to have bionic dogs you can get in this game. What are they called? Like they're cyber mastiffs. That's what it is.
Go.
Cyber
Yeah,
Master?
I mean, but Roxanne's so tiny, and look at she looks like a teddy bear. Look at how cute she is.
Yeah, no, a cyber mastiff is
Yeah, look at the
basically
camera.
meant to
Look at
like.
the camera, Roxanne.
She's very happy. Yeah. She's just like, yeah,
Say hi.
I'm
Also say hi,
contributing.
wave.
She's cute. I love her.
Oh, you're adorable, Roxanne.
Cyber mastiffs are used by like the Adeptus Arbites, and they are like just meant to go like chase down people and bite the fuck out of them. I love you too, Mike.
But our parents would never let us.
All right. So, what would everybody like to do now?
Dance.
No.
Well, I believe we were gonna go seek out the.
I got the clues, y'all.
You got the clues,
Jeremy's got
y'all.
the clues. We're seeking out the dude and the next dude.
I'm handing out clues.
Next dude. Next dude.
I can go talk to the tech priest.
That's what we want to do. Yeah, we're going to the tech priest.
Somebody else can try and... I mean, getting an audience with Hotwig is probably a fool's errand,
You could certainly attempt it.
but we could totally attempt it.
Yeah.
What exactly do we
Salazar,
want
not
to ask
Salazar.
him?
Somebody could visit Centauri Prime and talk to the Scrutati.
But what do we want to ask him?
How he's doing? About the weather?
What kind of girls do you like?
The machiney kind.
Did we get any leads on people we should be talking to from the Fabricator's bodyguard?
No. Just the influence rolls and the inquiry rolls, because they didn't yield anything. They are you weren't able to get like any contacts from them. But you have the two leads. You have the tech priests or the investigation into the collapse at Tower 9. I think I said it was Tower 9. I don't really recall.
Oh yeah, so the investigation in Tower 9 is ongoing. So okay, so some of us can go there while Jeremy interrogates the tech priest. I'm gonna go to Tower 9 and go investigate there.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go Tower 9.
Seems reasonable.
Jeremy will threaten somebody with his club.
Yeah.
Get more
Jeremy,
info.
go interrogate the tech priest. You're a, priestly fellow.
It's not being friendly.
All right. So who wants to go first? Guard.
I just did a thing. Go investigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to investigate.
All
Hey,
right.
Tigo, you're up.
All right.
Uh,
So it is going to be, I'm assuming, Toke, Ariana, and Tigo arriving at. So you arrive at the cordon. They've just put barriers around the collapsed tower and have numerous Skitarii guards and servitors standing around, just keeping people back.
Real quick, are we not supposed to tell people that we're with
Inquisition.
the Inquisition?
We can do it, but the problem is going to be that they it'll give us away to the heretics if they have any sort of information.
Yeah. Rumors of inquisitors, even people working for the Inquisition on a planet, tend to spread.
Really fast.
Yeah. That's something you're not supposed to talk about, but it's something that never happens and is kind of cool.
So it would spread really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty fast.
It'd be
It's-
like us learning shit we're not supposed to know at work.
But it would some people, it really depends who you talk to. If you go to a bar and you just start waving around your identity and showing that you work for the Inquisition, that's gonna spread. If you talk to people who are meant to keep secrets, it won't generally travel too far, but it really does depend on the person. So you could try and size people up and see if they're gonna tattle on you, they're gonna narc. But
Fucking first grade.
yeah, so you see some Skitarii guard and Servo skulls going around investigating the wreckage. And if you were to get up high enough, you'd be able to see especially on piles of rubble, you're able to see like tech priests going around collecting samples from the tower and just making like reports.
I want to go just try to find. Let's go try to find one of the Skitarii that seems like he's like ordering other people around.
Okay. Yeah, you find like a command post near like the entrance to the through the barriers, and you just see like some like a Skitarii tech priest talking to non-Skitarii who's basically providing samples, giving reports, and all that. And he's just like giving orders and keeping people back from the barrier itself.
What a great manager.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go approach him. You there, boy?
Stand back.
You there, boy? Tell me what's going on here.
Stand back, citizen. This is a secured area. We are investigating the cause of the collapse of Tower 9 here. Suspect it to be an industrial accident. They happen once in a while.
Yes, Skitarii boy, please tell us what have you discovered so far? We're with the local government.
I can tell right away you're not with the local government, as you're not a tech priest.
Additional help hired.
Stand back. We've had too many people attempting to get souvenirs.
That's actually what we're here for. We're just trying to get souvenirs.
Then go talk to one of the people on the black market. But you won't get
we
any.
might need a different approach for this.
Yeah, that wasn't well planned out. Maxine, what do you think about that?
Roxanne thinks this is a bad plan, but she appreciates your gumption.
She wants a souvenir.
Roxanne thinks Ariana should go get some like dog treats.
Oh, Ryan, don't say that. Roxanne's already too fat. Look at his belly. Show them your belly.
Belly.
A little fatty. Fatty.
Oh, I know how she feels.
It's okay. It's okay. We're perfect and wonderful in every way.
Get her one of those exercise bikes that cause controversy. It's a commercial.
Wait, and there's a dog exercise bike?
No, I don't think so, but that would be pretty awesome.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I would
Yeah.
get something like that for Roxanne to exercise on.
Actually, let's find out. I'm sure there is.
I bet you there's like a doggy like treadmill type of thing.
All right. So the
Is it down?
Skitarii, who is in charge, gets a number of just a couple of other Skitarii with their like plasma and rad weaponry, and they just kind of helpfully escort you away from the barrier.
Let's just tell them that we're with the Inquisition.
Yeah.
All right. How do you want to do that?
Boy,
Oh boy.
Ma'am, please stay back from the barrier.
sorry, I just can't be serious like that. What's the dude do? What's the dude's like a lieutenant or something? Lieutenant, I do need to speak with you. It's rather urgent.
Left.
Pardon my previous deception, Lieutenant.
All right, I'll talk. What do you want? I'm going to give you 10 seconds before I have them...
Lieutenant, please don't speak to me in that manner. I am an Inquisitor, and I demand your respect.
Oh, an Inquisitor, you say? I really don't see your Rosario. I don't see any evidence of your office of being a
Rosario
member...
Dawson is not here right now.
Why don't
We
you
left her back at the office.
Why don't you show me some evidence that you're a member of the Inquisition? And if it doesn't meet my specs, I'm going to actually have you sent to the Inquisition. They really don't like imposters.
Okay, well, I mean, do we have something like that?
We've got some
I mean,
credentials, yeah.
On the data slate, you have one data slate that is like heavily encrypted, and it does show that yes, you are acolytes for an Inquisitor.
Here you go.
Okay, so that's what we show.
Yeah, so he takes the data slate, looks it over very quickly. Now he doesn't have like a face, as it's been mostly replaced with cybernetics and bionics. But you kind of see him like straighten up a bit.
Surprised.
Yeah, like surprise. And quickly like goes to a cogitator and like plugs in the data slate and like churns and then like does like punches out a report and he looks at it. He's like, your credentials match.
He didn't believe you, Mike. Can you believe
Can't
that?
imagine why.
How can I be of service?
We need
So,
information on what happened here. What
All right,
have you
You
found out
probably
so far?
guessed it was no accident.
All right, come with me.
We already know. Let me preface this by saying we already know this was no accident.
Yes. Come with me. And he just like herds you into a, or he like asks you to come with him to like his office where they've like blocked up everything.
I feel like telling people that we're with the Inquisition would help us more often.
It depends on who we do it with. It's gonna bite us in the ass, and on this one, we do need to be careful who we let slip.
Yeah, it's probably still going to eventually bite us in the ass in this one. But
Yeah.
it's going to probably help in this imminent scenario.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we follow him.
All right. So he sits down, has like some guards just like shut the door and just activates stummer fields around. Not that it would affect your conversation, but it would create basically like a hollow
Buffer.
Yeah. It's like, all right, you're absolutely right. This was no accident. This was an act of sabotage done with a powerful explosive that was procured locally. Anybody coming to this planet has to come through the checkpoints. If you don't go to the checkpoint, the ship gets shot down. So whoever did this landed, walked to the checkpoint somehow, and wasn't caught. Then they procured some explosives, somehow got under this manufactorum, and blew it up.
Do you have any idea who did it?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. We're running through security footage to see any strangers who've come in the past few days, but we might have to go back weeks. Anybody doing this was a professional. If they were really good, they would come in small batches and then regroup and make their attack from there. So,
Well, I think it's clear that it was orchestrated by a local Magos.
what makes you think it's clear that that was done? I mean,
Due to the sabotage
How many
to the
people could get in?
Fabricator-General.
How many people
Well.
could get a saboteur in with that level of clearance with nobody?
What he said.
they definitely would need some good false identity, but yes, a Magos could wave through some special. They do have a number of secret projects that they could procure. Could easily have gotten a saboteur in, but I mean, a Magos causing this destruction, it'd be unheard of.
Unless there were
It'd be an affront to the machine god himself, but... Alright. Perhaps. I will believe you in this case, but I will need some evidence if we're going to make any arrests. I mean, they're working against the Magos. I mean, they have their own personal Skitarii guard, completely loyal. It'd be civil war if we did this improperly.
Well, we'll need your cooperation, Skitarii.
I'm just in charge of this, of just keeping people out and running the reports on the collapse.
we need any information you can share with us as soon as.
Well, there's only a few places to get a powerful enough explosive to do this, so I can also provide you with maybe security footage from the tower itself before the collapse, within especially... And I can also provide you with the reports we have about the collapse itself. It'd have to be placed in specific areas in the under section of the tower to have caused it. We can get those reports for you. And we can even just give you the security footage. I can also put you in contact with some of the people who are going through the security footage for the actual, like, people coming in through the ports. Even if a Magos waved them through, they would still have to come in through a checkpoint.
That would be helpful, especially if the identifying information would let us flag people who are known in the employ of various Magos.
Yes, we can attempt that. I don't have access to any Magos records, so that's a problem. Anyone coming in who was waved through with a Magos would be basically blacked out. They would be checked in, and that would be it. They would get a black check next to the name to just indicate wave through for Magos. So I can get you those reports, but There's a lot of people coming in for the Magos on this planet.
Anything will be useful.
I can get you those records as well. All right. And I'm going to go out on a limb and assume. Do you want me to keep the fact that you're a member of the Inquisition secret, or shall I let the member? All right. We will keep this. I'll keep this to myself.
This is top secret mission that we're on. Our presence here must remain clandestine.
I will keep that information secure. All right. I have an assistant I know to be loyal to me and to the Fabricator-General to take care of procuring you what you want. I will also make arrangements to have you set up in a more secure area of this Forge world that will ensure your secrecy.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You've been most helpful, and the Emperor smiles upon you this day.
The Machine God smiles upon you as well.
Despite your best efforts.
Despite your best effort.
Do we need to roll on like this footage and information and see if we find anything?
Yeah. You're gonna have to basically make some it's basically going to be extended tests to go over it, like logic tests and the like.
Yeah.
But all right. So the Summerfield shut down, and you walk out of the office you had been in, and I just want everybody wants to can make an awareness roll.
Oh bother.
Disappointment coming up.
Yep. All right. So Watchmaker. Oh yeah, Tigo.
Oh my god.
That's
The
pretty
two
good.
of us are like the city bros.
We can see stuff, but don't ask us to find anybody.
Are we all rolling awareness?
You could if you wanted to, but with these successes, it'd be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Ariana does not.
Ariana couldn't see anything past her cleavage.
Yeah, she was just staring at her own tits.
Watchmaker Toke, you look toward the cognitator that the Skitari lieutenant had plugged your data slate into, and it had punched out a report to indicate that your identity was secure, but you don't see that report anywhere.
Do you have that report?
It would have been collected and destroyed. Although I didn't take care of it, one of my assistants would have, and I'll admit I was a little
Let's leave
surprised.
nothing to chance. Let's find out who did that.
All right. We'll make inquiry into who collected and destroyed the report, and I will.
Let me see.
Here come the fails.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have
Me either.
the social skills to see if he's lying to us.
I have scrutiny, I think. Yeah, I have scrutiny. Can I scrutinize this motherfucker?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just a no modifier here?
Yeah, this would be. I'm gonna just do a GM. Yep, go ahead.
It doesn't matter.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, he did good, but you did better. So he was shocked to find out that you actually were working for the Inquisition, and in fact that you are Inquisitor, or well, not Inquisitors, but here with the Inquisition. So he did not do his due diligence of destroying the report like he should have, and left it to one of his assistants. But the report should have been left out under guard for him, or at least given to him for review and destruction in his own office. And so he's not sure why it's gone. He's pretty sure it should have been given to him for destruction, and it's just missing now.
Lieutenant,
Yeah.
we know
So
your protocol is to keep this paperwork secure and available for your personal destruction. Please
Yes.
tell us where your assistant is.
I have many assistants.
Please wrangle them immediately. This is vital.
All right. So he calls together the people who would be his assistants within just doing all the paperwork, and the Gophers. All of them show up except for one of them.
Which one's missing?
Adelar. Where's Tech Priest Adelar? Adelar has disappeared. I don't know where he's gone. I
think we
will
might
put.
have our answer.
Adelar's been with me for a few months now. Very interested. He interested in getting advanced to next phase. Very eager. He was insistent on being put into this investigation. I assumed he just wanted to do a good job and make a name for himself here. But he is an ambitious tech priest.
Well, he's also clearly a suspect now.
He's gonna be a dead tech priest.
He's a person of interest in this investigation, Lieutenant.
I'll request to have him brought in for questioning.
Now, please don't mind us if we find him on our own.
That would be unfortunate, but understandable. I will deal with any issues that might bring up.
We appreciate your help in this matter, Lieutenant.
You're quite welcome. But yeah, so you get all the reports. And so this would be like the reports that show like like what explosives were used, where they can be found, all the security footage, the actual like engineering report, like the preliminary engineering report on what brought down the actual like tower, as well as the reports, like all the footage showing the people arriving through the checkpoints into the city for the past few weeks, as well as who arrived. And you do have the report on which people were just waved through by the Magos. Like the Magos just were like special visitors, special guests for them.
So the people that we were just were those Skatari. They don't serve particular Magos. They're just local law enforcement.
Yeah, so they would officially be working for the Fabricator-General. Well, everything should be working for the Fabricator-General, but yeah, they are basically like local enforcement, and we're just put in charge of like keeping people away in the investigation.
So, okay. Can we find out where this other tech priest who was missing was working for before a few months ago? Where would we find that information?
In the secure offices he set up for you, there would be a cogitator that you could go to like look up any info.
All right, we're gonna look that up.
Okay. So
he's serving different Magos previously.
Yeah, he was at the office of the he is currently serving hold on, I actually gotta look this up. He was serving Hartwig. He is currently serving with the city, interned or at least worked with Hartwig for a while, but has basically always been at the office that Dorm has used before vacating it in the past few months. Looking into his specific career, kind of not really going anywhere. Despite him being ambitious, he just really was not able to make a name for himself until he started working with Jorme, at which point his career really started to take off, and he started to get a lot of promotions, even though his like reports on his like on how good he is at being a tech priest and his specific assignments have been kind of middling.
Jorme's the guy we're after, right? I can't remember.
Yep. Tech Magos Jorme, yeah. Domeric Jorme is the Magos you were sent to kill. He was the tech priest who was on your very first mission.
No, we chased off.
Yep.
What would you have done if we managed to kill him in that first mission?
This mission would be a little different.
The villain would have a different name.
I am tailoring the missions based upon your actions and like kind of building like a wider campaign around it. So your actions do actually affect where the campaign goes.
That's cool.
Yes.
You have the ability to just kind of like swap things around. You know, like if you're like, this guy's going to be the villain for a while, but then he dies unexpectedly, you can be like, aha, his right-hand man so-and-so is now,
Yeah, I mean, when I come up with the missions after you, like, so you'll do the mission and I'll kind of, like, adjust the next mission. I'll, like, have a rough idea and then I'll adjust it afterwards. So I actually do have a plot that you can kind of interact with. But yeah, I will change things every once in a while just to make, like, it a little more interesting and a little more fun and engaging. But for the most part, anything you manage to accomplish, like, through your own, like, just like rolls and like luck and like your own skill and clever thinking and planning and plotting and all that. That's all you, and you will benefit from it.
Yeah.
All right.
So nobody knows where this guy is.
He has disappeared. The lieutenant you spoke to had put out a just like orders to just take him in for questioning, but
Is
they
he
have
married? Does he have a significant other? Does he have any children?
nope.
We
Those are
can't
good
find it.
questions.
Do we have that information in the cogitator?
Yeah, putting that information in, you're just not. Looks like no, he's a loner. Tech priests tend to be relatively solitary, but even among tech priests, he was pretty like
Solo.
yeah, pretty
Last
solo, like
known
pretty much a
residence.
loner. It was not really like he just did his own thing, but since he started working with Jorm has been keeping him busy, doing various tasks that the cognitor does not have the info for. It's all been like blacked out as part of like Magos security.
What's his last known residence?
I was gonna say, you guys get a last known location or last known job he was working on?
He had a small apartment that was in the actual office building that Jorm used to be in, and now is controlled by Hartwig.
Let's go ransack that shit, y'all.
Let's go check it out.
Okay. So yeah, so it will be. It's not terribly far to get to the office. I mean, there's enough transit within the city to get around relatively easily. Trains, and you also have your like.
Training, not as my baby as you are.
You also have your car, so you could just drive that if you really wanted to.
That's what we're writing.
All right. Actually, yeah. Just curious. How are you going to the office building and the apartments?
We're gonna reach out to our buddy, what's his name, the bodyguard, and have him arrange secure transport for us.
Oh, he didn't tell you his name, and that was purpose. That was on purpose.
Wait, the guy's personal bodyguard,
Yeah.
the Grand Fabricator-General.
Yep. All right. So reaching out to him, he can get you I can get you on a train in a secured car, or I can just have a driver come by and pick you up.
What do you prefer?
Both would be acceptable. Both are secure methods of transit.
What do you guys prefer? Is what I mean.
Send a driver for Gar.
I'll have a driver there in a few minutes. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a tech priest and a servitor and a vehicle. Servitor is just providing like the basic driving for you, and it's just basically it's a 40K equivalent of a van. And there's plenty of seating in the back.
Okay.
And the drive to the office building is pretty quiet. It is like about a 45-minute drive to get there. But yeah, eventually you just arrive. It's just this very like large, squat building, approximately like 30 stories tall. It's actually one of the smaller, like the shorter of the buildings in the city.
Quick question: what was on the report that the dude had?
You didn't look through it yet. You'd have to. This would be like looking through the report would be like an extended test.
Yeah, that'll take time.
Yep.
Probably our downtime tonight.
But yep. So 45-minute drive. Just arrive at this like large, squat, 30-story building. Plenty of windows, a few doors leading in. I mean, it's like basically office / apartment building for the Magos. This Magos Hartwig, you kind of get the feeling maybe he's a little more big into like the politics rather than like research or development. And of course, there is the large icon of the machine cult directly on the building. Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
well, we head to what's his name, Adelar's apartment.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So yep, you head up to the apartment. So you get to the door that would give access, but there's a servitor built into the wall, and he's just guarding like the locked door. It's like, can I help you? Do you require access to the apartments?
Yes, servitor, let us in immediately.
Who are you here to see? I shall buzz them.
We're investigators here to see. Oh wait, hang on. This isn't a crime scene. I don't know why I thought this was a crime scene.
It's gonna be in about 2 minutes. Let's be real.
Yeah,
So you don't have legitimate access.
No, I didn't have a follow up for that. I thought this was. I was a little bit confused there.
We might be in comms range to request access from the guard captain guy. Sorry.
Yeah, the Scutari captain.
Yep, reach out to him.
Yeah, I can.
Lieutenant.
Yeah, tell him to.
You can tell the servitor even to reach out to him.
Yeah,
Yes, servitor. Contact your
boss.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I only have local building access within the apartment complex. Who is it you wish to speak to?
No, not the servitor on the wall. Our servitor buddy that is with us driving.
Oh no, he's still outside. Yeah, the driver basically told you he'll wait outside for you.
Tell the servitor that we're here to see Adelar and see what happens.
Go for it.
Attempting to reach Tech Priest Adelar. And it just like, he just goes quiet for a second, and it looks like he's thinking. It's like, I'm sorry, Tech Priest Adelar has not responded to an attempt to contact him.
In that case, we require access to Adelar's apartment by order of the Scutari.
I'm sorry, I do not see any mention of Scutari access. Please bring in a Scutari with access to this complex, and I shall allow it.
All right, let's microbeat the guy. And tell him
Microbeat Lieutenant, whatever his name is.
Yep. So you send out a message to the Scutari lieutenant. It's like, I can have a Scutari investigator there in an hour or so.
Is there any way you can remotely provide us with access?
The building is shut off to access, especially that servitor. It's on its own separate feed, I can tell.
Okay, Lieutenant, we'll just sit here and jack each other off until the guy shows up.
Exactly, and not destroy the servitor.
Totally won't be doing that.
Yes, we won't destroy this servitor.
That would be
Thank you
fucked
for your
up.
help.
You're welcome.
Please die in a bear-related fire.
Okay, so
Bearman Pig's
You
name.
guys want me to burn the servitor?
Let's avoid that if we can. Did he give us an ETA?
He said about an hour.
We could start looking through the data.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could also
Roll
make a
one.
stakeout.
I mean,
which data are we looking over? The data for the explosion?
Well, which one would you like to look over? Because you actually have a lot of
Yeah,
reports.
we have
that
options.
What I wanted to know was what was on the report about us that was taken too.
Oh, the report that was taken by Adelar, that would have been just the Cognitator confirming your identities as acolytes of the Inquisition.
He's
Okay,
thinking of the
that's
Jorm, and Jorm's gonna be like, "Oh shit, these guys are here to kill me."
Yeah.
Would it have our pictures on it?
No, it would just be basically the Inquisition. From what I've read, seems to just basically have like tons of stuff built like back doors in essence. So like the Inquisitor's Rosario could actually be used to like unlock doors and the like. And so your data slate you have would basically, when checked against like a proper cognitator, would show that your credentials were accurate. It would basically check like locked inquisitorial files and say, yes, these files match, and these people do, like the people bearing this do work for the Inquisition, because you were able to like unlock it and get past the encryption to the actual like files themselves.
Gotcha.
It's a little funky within 40K when it comes to like computers. I mean, hell, the computer you're talking to was once a criminal.
Checks out.
Servitor in the wall.
Yeah.
We can make him a dead criminal.
He basically already is, if he's lucky.
Yep.
They scoop out your brain meats and turn you into a doorbell.
Yep. They memory wipe you and they lobotomize you and yep. So you're talking to like what's left of the wetware.
Such a cheerful way to put it.
Sounds like site support.
Servitor, if you don't let us in, we're going to destroy you.
I'm sorry, ma'am. If you destroy me, I will have to contact local facilities for repair, and to ask you to be escorted off the premise.
You said you have no remote access, Servitor.
I have access to the building.
Oh, I see. And there's security in the building?
We have local guards to provide security.
We're going to destroy you. Send the guards.
Guards are on their way. Please wait patiently. They will be here shortly.
Thank you, Servitor.
You are quite welcome. All right.
Just in the back, Toke is just like...
So these would be like relatively unmodified, like guards come in. Not necessarily. You don't think they're tech priests, and just like, hey, all right, what's going on? We got a report of damage to property, possibly in progress.
I shrug.
All right, come with me. We're escorting you off the premise.
My dear guards, we merely wanted to bring you here to speak to you.
Okay, you're speaking to me.
Are
What
you
do you...
able to override apartment access?
Yes, and his hand is just like very slowly going towards his pistol.
In that case, please contact Chief Skatari, what's his fucking face, and confirm our access right.
I
Just do it.
I don't know who this Qatari is. Do you have a contact? Like, I could contact him, but...
Okay, we contact him.
I give him whatever identifying information is required to address somebody over the comms.
All right, I will
Use his
contact.
microbeat number.
I will contact him.
And his microbeat area code.
The doorkeeper was on a separate circuit, so we weren't able to directly affirm our credentials, and we
Yeah.
don't have an hour to wait.
Silly baby.
All right, I'm in contact with a Skitari lieutenant, and he says I should let you through, but I don't work for him, so why should I let you through?
Because they're the cops, goddammit.
Not for this building. I work for the Magos here.
And what Magos would that be by chance?
Hardwig, right?
Yes, Magos Hartwig.
Security.
Magos fart wig.
Yeah, we work for Magos Hartwig. He is the one who hired us. We provide security for the apartments here.
How well does Magos Hotwig pay?
Is that really what we're going with first?
No, I'm just curious.
I was off for that. What did Jeremy suggest we do?
Bribery.
Oh, you can definitely do that if you'd
Yeah,
like.
private, yeah. Sounds good. We can do that.
All right. Okay, how do you want to lead into this? Because first you gotta make him like viable for actual bribery. So how do you want to do it?
I can convince him he's working for a heretic
Or we can threaten his family.
and that he's going to be burned alive.
Yeah. So you could use like charm and intimidate or like whatever you'd like to use.
Let's try, before we do that, I'm going to try a command check. And just tell him, Listen. What is the most recent news item you can remember? The really big one.
Do you mean the collapse of the tower? The industrial accident?
Why do you think a bunch of armed strangers might show up to your door, deliberately provoke a guard response, and ask you to speak to a Skitari captain to get into your apartment building? Think long and hard, and then open the doors. I'm not even going for weapons. I'm just mad, man.
All right, yeah, make a command test at like a +10.
Hooray! Hooray! Please don't fuck it up. I'll fucking kill your family. I'm gonna fate point that.
Wait, did you? Oh yeah, you failed that. Oh.
It was too good not to fate point.
Don't worry, I've still got a statistically disadvantageous roll here. Hey,
Oh, there you go. Your logic.
Bad voice wins.
Yeah, no, you're an officer, used to yelling at people, and you make a good point. It's like, all right, and it's like, servitor override, open up.
Doesn't want to bring it back to
Watchmaker was that belligerent like Home Depot customer that got what he wanted.
The give me a new mouse guy.
So,
I want a new mouse.
I want a new mouse. It's alright, mouse.
The
Okay, I am gonna be right back. I'm going to have a midnight schnook because stupid choices while dieting. Also, whatever, cheat day.
fair enough.
Also, I need drugs.
All right.
Space sleep drugs.
So let's have them take us to Adelar's apartment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. He does the override command. The servitor opens up the door. It's like, all right,
Give
come
the
with me.
servitor the finger on the way in.
Good.
Fuck you, buddy.
Have a good day, madam.
Servitor's lobotomized brain does not
Comprehend.
All right. Yeah. So these like halls and halls of like apartments. And the guard would have a he'd have a data slate that just kind of like points out like a map and shows where Adelar is. And it's kind of like they're basically like cookie cutter apartments. And it's like, all right, port show this one. This is Adelar's apartment right here.
All right. And we just get lit right in, right?
Yeah. And so he goes to like,
on the door for dramatic effect if you want.
yeah, if you'd like to. Yeah. So the
Gar kicks the open, unlocked door, so it just slams inwards dramatically.
basically the door was open and unlocked, and it just slams in. And
Heretic.
the apartment looks like it's been ransacked. There's like a lot of like it's pretty Spartan, but there's like drawers pulled out and like stuff has been rifled through. Everybody who wants to can make like an awareness test.
Alright. And...
The previous riflers missed things.
God Jesus.
God, Emperor.
God Emperor Jesus. It's all on Ariana and Watchmaker.
I don't know. I think is Ariana like trained in awareness?
Probably not. If we all fail, I'll just fate point it. Try again.
Ariana, do you want to try rolling for awareness? Yes, no, maybe so. Actually, no,
muted,
Mike's
so-
gone. Oh shoot. See, I don't have Zoom. Like, I have all my like stuff on the other screen open, so I can just like quickly reference it, so I don't actually see people when they're talking.
Yeah. I think Matt's back.
Matt, we were doing. You got brought to the Adelar's apartment, and it's been like the door is open and unlocked, and like drawers have been pulled out, and stuff's been like pulled out of the drawers.
We forgot the most important thing. Guard did a dramatic door.
Oh yeah,
kick.
that's right. Yeah, Gar saw that the door was open like a bit and unlocked, and he just kicked it open real hard.
Heretics.
Also, I thought about it, and I think I know exactly the tone of voice and the sort of general message that Toke used when he was yelling at the guy. Let me see if I can find it. I'll link the relevant part.
All right. But yeah, so I just asked everybody who wanted to, they can make an awareness roll.
Awareness, you say?
Awareness.
We're aware. Oh,
Yay!
good. I can.
Alright.
You saved me a fate point.
Yep. So Watchmaker goes around and he sees like clothes have been taken, money's been taken, thing like this. So I was saying the department was pretty like sparsely grabbed. So it's like money, clothes, food has been taken, and just anything. You kind of get the feeling that like the guy, like Adelar, actually came back, grabbed a bag, and then shoved everything he could into the bag and then left in a hurry. And there is a Vox in the there's a Vox in the back that has like the receiver off the hook.
Can we find out who he was talking to?
Yeah, you could try it if you'd like.
Also, this is, if you have a few seconds, basically how it went with me ball busting that fucking guard.
But it's an anti-tank mine. Why would it go up? It's an anti.
Oh my god, you moron. Are you serious? You put an anti-tank mine on the fucking...
So you just sounded like cyanide?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
I haven't listened to Soviet Wombo in so long.
I love Womble.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we roll if we want to like try to figure this thing out?
You could do like a tech use roll.
Oh, that's gonna be some big failure here. All right, let's find out. Tech
Sorry,
use.
what rolls? I was crunching.
Tech use. Tech use would be able to like go through like the Vox logs.
Alright, I'm gonna fate my last fate for the night.
Okay.
Oh, what? Fuck.
Yeah, you're just not able to like pull up the logs for the Vox on this.
Can I try fading?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're done.
Yep.
Oh, so cool. Kind of close
No, not really.
compared to before.
Okay, compared to before, yeah.
Sorry about that, Rex. Gonna have to make an urgent poopy.
That's okay.
Mike, roll a tech use.
It's gonna be bad, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Rolled
Jesus.
100.
You might want to fate that.
Well, it's only by 1 degree.
No. You got a critical fail.
Roll a 100.
Perfectly. You were perfectly bad. The phone probably did a tech use on you.
Oh.
Wow, that was pretty close. I was gonna hella have you like delete everything on that like Vox with that 100.
I definitely wasn't gonna. From the mood, it seemed like I really needed to fix with that. So
Yeah, we served our nickel on crit fails.
Yeah.
Speaking of fate points, I enjoy that like in our D&D game now, Jeremy wants to constantly spend fate points.
Dude.
They're fun.
See, D&D has inspiration, which you can only have one of.
Yeah, fate is a little easier, especially considering how deadly this game is, you kind of need it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not able to pull any logs.
Easier to make rolls in D&D, I think.
Yeah,
More
yeah,
forgiving rolls.
more forgiving. Yeah.
Like, this has ways that you can stack things such that the rolls are actually very unforgiving. Like, if you play, it seems like if you play to your strengths in this, after a while you're going to be succeeding more than you're failing.
Yep.
Whereas D&D, until you're like level 3 or 4, you're just fucking failing everything.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot.
You know?
Yeah,
Oh,
even
that's
off the
gonna be
bat, you can, like, even at the bat, if you, like, really stack towards one thing in character creation, you can generally be pretty good at it.
Yeah.
But
Like, 1 or 2 things.
But yeah, going through the department, you're not able to find anything really
Useful.
and just can't get any logs off the Vox.
Can we take
And
the box with us?
it is built into the wall, but if you wanted to, you could make a tech use roll to see.
God.
How about a fucking tear that shit out of the wall roll?
Oh no,
I got
we're taking it.
Watchmaker
Like, we're
wasn't
just
able
taking
to.
the whole thing. We're just ripping the whole apparatus out.
Well, he's expertly dismantling it.
Yeah, Watchmaker, you weren't able to pull the Vox logs off of it, but what you were able to do was you're able to expertly
like unrack the server.
Yep, basically you just like pull off the case, pull the cabling, and just take like the important section of the Vox that would have like the actual Vox and the tiny cognitator inside that keeps like a log, and just keep the important parts. It's not able to work now because it's not connected to anything, but
we might be able to get some assistance.
When we get back to our little secure laboratory there, we should be able to access
Aaron Nice
it.
is sending you his SAS through that box.
Aaron Scutari.
Aaron would be a Magos, but he'd be the sassiest of all Magoses.
The SAS apartments.
But all right, so you have a well taken care of Vox pulled off of the. Just while you're arguing with one another about ripping it off, just Watchmaker's like doop, 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 done.
All right, guys, let's go.
All right.
So we did with a once over everything on the apartments.
Yeah, there was nothing kept there that was like useful to you, but you do have the Vox. And you do know that, like, you suspect Adelar came back and just grabbed what he wanted to from his apartment and left.
And no evidence of where he was going.
No security footage, is there?
You could check.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'll
I feel like it would just show him leaving.
Yeah, but if you went with somebody.
True.
All right. So yeah, the security people, they're like, all right. Well, yeah, I can pull the security footage for the past few hours. See who went through.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look. And he takes you to like the security office, pulls up like the security logs, and he just starts working backwards. And you see like everything play in reverse. You see like you like reverse from the door as you're heading towards the security office. You see like Gar like kick the door in reverse. It just like it gets like the door gets sucked towards his foot, and then you all walk backwards away from it, and then security footage just shows like tech priests kind of walking through the halls, and then you just see Adelar. You see Adelar like leave the apartment and then get like leave the apartment and come back to the apartment in reverse. And he is definitely in a hurry, that's for sure. And so tracing the security footage, you do see him meet you see where when he entered, when he left, and so looking at where he left, you see him go out of the building and get into a car with somebody, and then the car drives away.
Okay, can we get any tracking info, like licenses or identification from the camera, or?
I don't know what they would have for license, but you could definitely get the model. What do they even have for a model? Damn it!
Punch buggy.
Of all the horrible things you could have, Warhammer 40k, you don't have a DMV. All right.
If they did, it would be super fucked up.
Yeah, you'd be in line. Like a license renewal would take you a week.
Take you a year.
And somebody might die.
There's just a line of people to the DMV, and you interview them for years and years. There's just stalls set up along the line selling food, selling blankets and bedrolls and things.
Yep, basically. But yeah, there's no what you do see from the driver though is that he's definitely not a tech priest. He is just in normal civilian clothing. And he's driving a pretty nice car. It's weirdly nice for Adelar. This would be something that would be carting around a higher member of the tech priests.
So it might be Jorm or a driver of his that he sent to get this guy.
Yeah. You don't. It would be Jorm because you did see Jorm and it's not him, in mission 1, but it could be a driver of his. Yeah. If you wanted to, you could like review the security footage more. They'll give you a copy of it, and if you wanted to like review more of it in detail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
we'll
us
definitely
do that.
copy.
All right. What would you like to do now?
Oh,
Pause for the evening.
I was going to talk to
Who did Gar want to talk to?
Dankrad.
Oh yeah. So
Wow.
yep. So you wanted
Guess.
you want to talk to hold on. Where is he on my list? Yes. Okay. Yes, he was the tech priest that the priest at the Imperial Shrine had mentioned knowing. Yeah, he would be in the building.
Maybe Gar can get some info from the footage on who that guy went with.
Okay. Yeah, you can go and talk to him if you'd like.
Yeah, let's go talk to Dankrad. And Dankrad was...
Uh,
What was his affiliation again?
So he was a tech priest
He's
who
into politics, right?
yeah, he was a tech priest who is basically like a minor
Politician.
like not even a politician. He's basically like a minor assistant to Hartwig.
Okay.
And he and so he would be in like the office building, and you don't know anything really about him, just that the priest had pointed you towards him and had known like who he was and like that he might be able to help.
Okay. Let's go see him. Gar wants to sound him out.
Okay.
The priest at the shrine wasn't super confident about this guy's loyalties.
Yep, that's right. Yeah,
We're gonna go scope him out. A little interview.
Okay.
With Fear of the God Emperor into him.
So he's just looking for him. If you ask security, they would be able to like tell you exactly where to look for him. And he would just be in like an office section with a number of other like tech priests and assistants, just running around, and he's doing paperwork at his desk currently.
All right, I'm gonna kick open the door to his office.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, you just do a nice. Actually, I kind of want to see how good of a kick. Can you do a strength roll real quick?
Oh God. It's a pretty strong kick.
Yep.
Damn.
This guy's office door just got shattered.
Yeah, you
right
just
off the hinges.
you'd have thought it would be like better kept in like a forge world, but nope, just like breaks. All the tech priests in the office like just turn and look like, what was that? And just
Lord and
see
Savior Guard Depot.
just
I'm
guards
gonna walk
eat
directly up to one of them and address him as Tech Priest Dankrad. I'm gonna say, Dankrad, come to you in the name of our God.
Yeah, and one of them stands up. I'm Denkrad. You come in the name.
Guard just like wheels to him suddenly as soon as he moves.
Like the mask is a fucking priest.
Come to you in the name of our God. We must speak.
You're a member of the machine cult?
Is there more than one God, Tech Priest Dankrad?
No, I suppose not. Yes, all right, let
That's
us.
my fucking thought. Come.
Why? Who are you? You just kicked open the door and it's broken now.
The door
Sorry, he does
to-
that. Just kind of shout from back off to the side.
I'm someone that needs to talk to you
It's
in
this thing.
private.
Well, I have a lot of work to do. Oh, I'm sorry, I have a lot of work to do. I can't be disturbed right now. Please leave.
Okay, I'm gonna level with you, Dankrad.
Yes.
This is part of an important investigation.
Oh, okay. Do tell.
Vile, filthy heresy.
What heresy do you speak of, sir?
I can't talk about it in public with a bunch of your colleagues here. That's why I wanted to speak to you in private.
I don't know if I should. I mean, talking heresy is not exactly good for one's health, mind you.
This is going to be more talking about burning heretics.
Anything you can say to me, you can say in front of the rest of them. And he just kind of like crosses his arms. How do you want to lead into this dude after like this interrogation or the intimidation failed? I mean, you can even fade it if you wanted to.
You know, I don't get it on intimidate, but I do get.
Bait it and kick him in the stomach. I said, private now.
I get. Oh yeah, by spending a fate point. Okay, let's just spend a fate point and just get that and just turn that into a success for free.
Okay. All right. Boom. Yeah. So you just. I'm kind of interested. How do you just yell at him? I want to hear like a gar. I want to hear a gar yell. I want to hear a gar like intimidate.
I'm like around the corner. You better do what he says.
Question me not, Dankrad. I'm on a mission from God. And if you yourself are not a heretic, you will lead me to your private office.
All right. Come with me. I know what private room we can use. It just takes you into like a office that's not in use right now, and he shuts the door. He's like, "All right, what do you want from me? Who even are you people?"
Who we are may or may not be for the likes of you to know.
Oh,
We got to give him something to work with us on.
Yeah, no, we do. We got to give him something here.
What other like more public government agencies are there that we can claim to be from?
Yeah, so I'm not going to claim that we're from the Inquisition.
I mean,
No, I know. I don't want. I'm not suggesting that.
yeah, I mean like public. There's like Adeptus Arbites. There's the whatever the bureaucrats are called. Like they have a whole branch of like bureaucrats. Imperial Guard. You could be like Planetary Defense Force.
Oh, I mean, we could easily pose as Imperial Guard.
Well, yeah, that's true. Plus, you got the nice like Enforcer Carapace armor, which, although
Helps
you
a
actually,
little bit.
it doesn't actually have Imperial Guard insignia on it though. It's like completely blank.
Yeah.
You're new on the team.
So, we are independent contractors in service to the Imperial Guard.
You're mercenaries.
Independent contractors.
Can you roll?
He's touchy about that.
Can you roll a deceive?
Jesus.
Ooh, that's a critical fail.
Do you have any more fate points?
Yeah, one more.
Well,
Let's do it.
97.
Oh, nice. Oh, damn.
That's a nice turnaround.
The tech breed doesn't actually know enough about the Imperial Guards to know that they probably wouldn't hire mercenaries. So yeah, boom, you work for the Imperial Guard. He wasn't even sure if there's an Imperial Guard regiment from this planet, but you're here. You're really convincing too. So
We're part of a multi-pronged investigation.
the Imperial Guard's investigating.
Attack on Tower 9.
I suppose the Imperial Guard could do investigation. Coming.
Coordinated between various,
All hands on deck.
Ministorum, the Imperial Guard,
Okay.
public safety, multi-pronged investigation.
All right.
I'm providing some oversight in tending them while I let them. He air quotes like he's been putting up with this guy for like weeks. Do their thing.
All right. How
You
can
should see
I
all the
help
doors he's kicked.
you?
Your doors, give them to me.
Actually, no, that was very convincing. No, this dude's actually more
What
like.
you can do is not stand near any doors. And also, tell us everything you know about Magos Hotwig.
Magos Hartwig. Oh, well, he's in line to be the next Fabricator Locrum at the meeting that they'll be having to choose the next one.
He's not Magos Jorme next in line.
Oh, Magos Jorme. He was the one who used to be in the apartments here. Yes. No. Jorme is respected, but Hartwig is the real front runner. He's far more popular. He has far more support among the various tech priests, and he was widely it's almost a guarantee that he'll be the next Fabricator Locrum.
Is this your opinion or your opinion as a acolyte of Hotwig?
I do work for him, yes. But no, talking around, you'll find that that's basically the guarantee. The meeting has to take place just so he can be confirmed and follow proper policy. But most of us will be voting. Most of the Magoses will be voting to make him the next locum.
Tell me, Donkrad.
Yes?
How long have Hotwig and Jorm been best friends?
They're not friends. No, they're not friends.
Explain. Our information says they're besties.
They braid each other's mecha dendrites.
Jorm left this office. He had been attempting to enhance his standing among the Magos and increase his political career, but he left this office to focus, well, from what they say, he left to focus more on his experiments and research, but Hartwig moved in almost immediately after he left. Rumors are Hartwig forced him out, and Jorm has been on the back burner of Magos standing since. As far as I can tell, he liked it though, gave him a greater degree of freedom to go off-world as he pleased. He, from what I can remember, he was off-world quite frequently. But he's
okay,
been...
Dacrod, I'm gonna lay some heavy shit on you now.
Oh.
Your boss, Hotwig,
Yes?
his life is in danger.
Oh my.
You must assist us in gaining an audience with him.
Oh, yeah,
I cannot speak
yes.
to you further. We must deliver our information to him.
I'm only a minor, I'm only a minor secretary for him. I can...
Kish posh, minor secretary. Your
Uh,
work here is well known, Dacrod.
I mean, they always... I thought I was, I mean, everyone here thinks... Let's be honest. People here think I'm a little strange. I talked to the members of the shrine over there, the Imperial cult. Their worship of the machine gods unorthodox compared to us. They still worship him, but I probably shouldn't have been seen with them. But I will attempt to reach Hotwig and see if I can get an audience with him. But he is definitely preparing for the meeting. He's
Be
well...
as secretive as you can be.
Is there any kind of item, token, sign, something like that we could pass to Donkrad that a lower level functionary like him wouldn't recognize, but that Hotwig would recognize and say, "Oh, these are dudes of
Visitors.
Inquisition trying to lay low."
No, the Inquisition doesn't have like secret signs like that. The Inquisition's kind of funny because while they are pretty stealthy when they want you to know that they're a member of the Inquisition, they are not subtle about it.
They're stealthy right until they're setting you on fire.
Yeah. In the Eisenhower novels, he is constantly going on about how he just puts on his carapace armor and just takes his Rosario and just sticks it right on the center of his chest and just goes out with his bolter.
Hi. Imagine if SWAT came up, but it was also RoboCop.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, you wouldn't have anything like that. You do have the data slate, and you could tell him how to unlock it.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
maybe.
what if we heavily imply to him without saying anything.
That you're a member of the Inquisition?
Yeah,
So
we're looking
what I'm
for
gonna
the
say to
implication.
Donkrad is, Tech Priest Donkrad, You may have noticed that our story makes no sense.
What is it,
I-
a sitcom now?
Okay?
I mean, it didn't
We
quite.
wouldn't be performing this investigation, pulling these leads, trying to talk to your boss, if there weren't a really good reason for that, would there?
Oh, I think I understand.
How else would we get in here, Donkrod? Unless we were pretty important, wink wink.
Ah, I understand. You're members of the Adeptus Arbites.
Close enough, Donkrod. Make that audience happen.
I will tell him some Arbites undercover detectives are here to speak to him. Although, I didn't realize the Arbites did undercover detectives. But I'll tell him nonetheless.
Think about it harder on your way there, Donkrod.
The main fucking road.
All right, so yeah, he goes and he basically just goes to his boss and tells him like a bunch of Arbites are here to like talk to Hartwig about like his life being in danger.
Close enough.
And then like so eventually like a higher level like tech priest comes down who you think is like probably someone who does talk to Hartwig a lot comes down. He's just like, you're with the Arbites.
Yes, we're with the Arbites. Big dramatic wink.
Let's talk real quick. Okay, are you really with the Arbites or what's going on here?
Look, man.
On.
Look, I can't. I understand you want to talk to Hartwig, but he's very busy. We have to prepare the formal. He's going to be the next Fabricator Locum, of course. That's.
Not if he's dead.
What do you? That's. What are you talking about? Be straight with me, please.
Your last Fabricator-General just got almost blowed up. And then heretics tried to assassinate him even more.
Wait, what do you mean heretics tried to assassinate him?
Yeah, this wasn't on the news. Are you getting where we're coming from yet, Tech Priest?
This is a very odd story.
And then we stopped the heretics from assassinating him. And now you've got this big smoky room election coming up.
Yeah, the
guy is next in line.
The tech priest just like
Where we're going here.
yeah. The tech priest just like puts his hand in his ear. It's like, I've gotten a message. Hartwig will talk to you. Come with me.
That's better.
So yeah, he just takes you right into like the like center office. It's large. There's servitors all around, Skitari guards. There are like a very large, powerful cogitator. But it's not like well furnished or decorated or anything. But in the center, at a desk, is Magos Hartwig. It's like, come in. You wish to speak to me. Who are you, and what do you want? I've been hearing some bizarre rumors from down below.
The rumors are indeed bizarre, Magos Hartwig.
Yes. Your Arbites, you say? Or mercenaries for the Imperial Guards?
If I may, why don't we give him the data pad?
Yeah, let's show this guy the data.
And let's watch his reactions and see if we can get a read on him.
Okay, so yeah, you unlock the data slat, you give it to him. It's like, takes a look. Yeah, he doesn't bother putting it into a cognitor. Okay, this is more interesting than I previously suspected. Someone's trying to kill me, you say?
It's a possibility and a strong one because we know of a heretical Magos. We know some or all of his followers and attaches may be compromised. We know the industrial accident was no industrial accident, and you are the front runner to take the place, and you are not our primary suspect. That makes you very likely to wind up underneath another spire, if you understand what I'm saying.
Well, the tech priests are... We're certainly not above secrecy and perhaps underhanded tactics to remove rivals, but straight assassination is a bit much. But I will admit the untimely demise of the Fabricator Locrum and the Fabricator-General in such critical condition has been unfortunately coincidental.
Tell them about the assassination attempt we thwarted.
Yeah, if you want to just like run through that and just like
Yeah.
the fact that like he was attacked by heretic commandos.
And we know that there's a heretic Magos.
Yeah. It's like, okay, that's certainly a little more interesting. I'm going to get a few more Scutari who I know I can trust, but I do need to be at this meeting. There can be no delay in this, and it's at a secured location. But you say there's a heretic Magos?
We've received
Or-
our information from the highest possible source.
For the Inquisition itself.
Also, we witnessed him engaging in heresy.
Yeah.
I forgot. We also shot him that one time.
Yeah.
That's right. I do recall him coming back from a few months ago.
He was making a Xenotech trade.
Yep. Yeah, I do remember. Yes, I do remember him coming back and putting in a request for a new leg. Interesting. Yes, he was. Jorme, that fool. Always attempting to reach beyond what he could truly grasp. All right. The Inquisition is very powerful, but we also have to follow the protocol on this Forge world. We can have plenty of guards. But our lives are in danger. No, this has to go forward. We cannot let fear rule us. I will be at this meeting. I will have more guards. I will inform the other Magos of Jorm's deception. And we will attempt to root out these heretic commandos he's brought in. Although we'll have to try and find them first. That's the problem.
I caution you. Is it possible Jorm has other allies among the Magos?
Jorm, he's not the most politically connected, no, but he is a good experimenter. He is ambitious. And I will admit, there's other Magos who would be happy if perhaps I wasn't the Fabricator Locrum, but I do have plenty of allies still, and
If you put the word out about his deception and heresy, surely he will be alerted.
yes.
He'll know that you know that he knows that we know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we have orders not to stop this coup, but to put an end to the heretic directly.
Yes. All right, I need evidence. Do you have the evidence that he is a heretic? If you have this evidence, I can put the word out, and I can really make things difficult for him. But
What would be ideal is if you could cause him to be like flushed out.
I don't even know where he is right now.
You know?
He'll arrive the day the start to choose the new Fabricator Locrum, but I mean, he's been
I think what would be best is if you got us in
to
the
the
meeting,
to the meeting.
perhaps as guards or additional security.
No, it can't be done. This is for tech priests only.
Who will be guarding you? The Scutari?
The Scutari, yes.
Could we not pose as Scutari?
You could certainly attempt it, but you haven't been blessed by the machine gods. You have no bionics, implants, anything of that
Those
nature.
guys are all cybered up.
Yeah.
We could get some fake cyber stuff.
We could get some real cyber stuff, but even that might be a cut beyond.
Would you like to be... I could get you some bionic... no, that would put you out of commission for weeks to heal. We're looking at within 3.5 days.
Okay, so if we can't get into the meeting,
You could get to the building itself, but the meeting will be heavily locked down. This is at the Fabricator-General Reserve section. This is a more secure office building. More secure... facility in general.
Aha. So this is a big political happening on this planet.
Yes.
Will there not be a dinner and reception?
Yes, there will be we'll be
Before or after?
After there will be. We'll be getting to the building immediately to choose the new fabricator locum, and then after the selection is done, you'll see the white smoke come from the tower, and we will then go to have our reception, do the announcement, have the dinner, and praise the Amsai.
But if some shit goes down, it's going to go down during the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're going to take Jorn, we need to black bag his ass on his way in.
Well, I don't.
Or find some other way to get into the meeting.
I think the most likely shot. What if we could stage a failed secondary attack on a spire to use as a pretense to tighten up security, slow things down, and give us time to find evidence for you to better deal with Jorm. And once we have enough pretense, then we can black bag his ass.
I loathe to damage sacred machines of the Amsai, but
we could feign it.
Perhaps
we could say that the Arbites or the Skitari did a security sweep after an anonymous tip-off, and they found a charge that they disarmed.
Perhaps even better, a misfire. I can prepare a explosive that won't actually explode, but will simply ignite and do nothing. It would give us pretext for increasing the guard, and it might even rattle Jorm's cage, wherever he is. Yes, I like this plan.
The hell a good plan.
I'll whip this one up. I will procure this explosive myself. I may be a more politically minded Magos, but I'm still a tech priest. Yes, I think this could work, and I think I know the perfect location, too. All right, acolytes. I think this is a good plan, yes. All right. I will contact you tomorrow morning. And I'm assuming no word of our... No, none of this can come back to me, see? I will keep the fact that your acolyte's secret. I will merely tell people who ask that you are members of, yes, the Arbites. They probably won't believe it, but it's a good enough cover for our purpose.
For the love of God, stop kicking doors down, Gar.
Never.
Yeah, Gar just kicks the door off the door on the way out.
That's it. Kicking in the door is probably like a +10 to deceive checks to pose as a member of the Arbites.
Kinda.
It was like Jeremy just said, I'm gonna kick doors down today.
Fuck it.
All right.
Like you were like doing your morning ritual prayers to the Emperor. You like drew the Emperor's tarot, and it was the fuck it card.
You will kick doors down today, at least 2.
The tarot card just brings up the loud intruder, just a guy kicking open a door. It's like, ooh, this one today.
That's a good one.
Is there anything else I can help you with, acolytes?
I think we have a plan. In the meantime, try to be as secretive as possible. Keep an eye on your staff. We've already had several agents of other arms of office in the law who have had questionable or outright traitorous adjutants.
Pete, members of my own staff, who do you think?
None specifically, but the threat is there, and were I to try to eliminate my political opposition, I would certainly have installed moles in their camp.
Such as perhaps the person's, such as a tech priest whose apartment you investigated earlier today?
Possibly.
Did you find anything there?
Thank you for reminding me. I'm very tired and I took my sleep drugs. I will actually produce the Box O evidence.
Oh,
I forgot all about that.
This guy could just hack the shit out of those logs.
Yeah, he could just like face fuck it, and it would be like.
These logs are already unlocked. It's just a matter of the time-consuming going through them. This Vox, on the other hand, I can definitely pull the logs from this. I'll take a look at this and report to you my findings. But would you like... I mean, you mentioned members of my own staff might be compromised. If they were to look through this footage and they were compromised, they could easily distort the evidence. Would you still like me to have them look through it?
Can you unlock it and transfer it to something whereby we can look through it?
These reports? These reports are all done. These are all unlocked and available for viewing.
No, the
box logs.
footage from the
box logs.
Oh, the Vox, yes. I'll have that to you in the morning. I will personally take care of this.
There we go. That will work.
And that gives us an opportunity for you guys to do some tech use rolls and see if he tampered with it.
True, but I feel like I'm not going to outcompete an actual tech priest on a...
We're gonna fail so bad.
Well,
I'm
we
just
can
like
try.
I'm like suspecting this guy.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
waiting for, like,
this
the
is
double
pretty on
face.
par for Dark Heresy. Literally suspect everyone.
Mike's gonna come back and like, oh, I need a roll of tech use. 1.
Is there anything else I can help you with, acolytes?
I believe that was all.
All right, then. We won't ever meet again, I imagine. But I will, however... I will be in contact with you.
Good luck.
And perhaps when you next see me, I will be the Fabricator Locrum. Omnisci willing.
So willing.
Praise him.
Man, that would be a sick-ass friendly contact for an Inquisitor.
Yeah.
All right,
Somebody
so...
who can get us whatever kinds of fancy toys we want.
Guard, kick that door on the way out.
Thank you for your time.
Gar refrains from kicking the door on the way out.
It does open out because they don't want it to, like, you be able to actually kick it into the office.
He kicked it into the frame and it bounced back out.
All right, so you're just gonna go through the You're just gonna go back to your or what would you like to do now? It's getting a little late in the day, and it is almost 10.
Yeah, I'm pretty
This is
wiped.
pretty good.
We would
Great.
probably go back
Yeah.
to the wherever and go through the logs.
Yeah, we've got a lot of info to parse.
Okay.
We did the whole footwork part.
Yeah.
We did it good.
So now you just gotta go through the logs. All right. I know that slog. All right, but yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot to call it. So I think we started about 8 p.m. right, give or take.
A little earlier, I thought.
Yeah, like 7:30 or
7:30ish.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll just give like 250 XP, like
Whoa.
2.5 hours of play.
Mike die?
Mike's.
I don't know where Mike. I think Mike's just taking his dog outside, probably.
Oh.
Roxanne's being a little fussy. It seemed like.
Yeah.
I don't know, he hasn't been seeing like 20 minutes.
Oh, I don't know then.
Well.
Maybe he's sick. Who knows? All right. Well, whatever. We'll fill him in.
What was it, 250?
Yep, 250. So that went pretty well. I like the investigation ones. Those are always fun.
I like the door kicking.
The door kicking was funny. Yes, I like that.
Sometimes you gotta add some drama, like
Yeah.
kicking doors.
Exactly.
I'm glad I remember that clip because it was so perfectly appropriate for the kind of outrage I was harnessing. The main fucking road.
That was good.
All right, I am very sleepy, so I'm going to bed. Go.
Yeah, I don't know.
That puts me